Hey y'all, Kurt Sasso here from TGT. We're here at Fan Expo Canada 2010. We're here at the Sketchkrieg booth here, and we're here with Evan. How you doing, Evan?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, I went down the row here. We had a great talk with Jason, with Brian. We're going to keep going. But how was Sketchkrieg formed?
Sketchkrieg was formed. It was a bunch of us guys and girls actually, who were at tables at Fan Expo and other conventions here in Toronto, who would see each other and talk and hang out at every show. And we're like, well, we could probably save a few bucks if we started getting tables together. So we sort of teamed up mainly to save on table space at conventions and also just to comment on each other's work, just so we'd have regular meetings where we would just take a look at what everyone was doing, give each other critiques and advice and that kind of thing. So it's sort of both a support group and a way to sort of have a bigger presence at shows.
And you know, you have Quarter Life Crisis. I mean, this is a great book, but you also have another thing we'll talk about as well.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about Quarter Life Crisis.
Okay, so Quarter Life Crisis, so Quarter Life Crisis is this book here, and Quarter Life Crisis is a book all about a post-apocalyptic Toronto in which only the 25-year-olds have survived. So if you're above 25, you're dead. If you're below 25, you're dead. But if you're 25, you're fine. And those 25-year-olds have split up in neighborhood-based gangs. So there's the Bay Street Thugs, who are former bank tellers who rule the financial district. There are the Rogers, who are the big bad guys who are set up at the Sky Dome. And so it follows these two guys who try to survive on their own without joining one of these post-apocalyptic gangs. It's kind of like Mad Max meets Scott Pilgrim.
Nice, with post-apocalyptic Toronto and gamers and all.
Exactly, yeah.
But you also have a... I'll let you talk about this one.
Okay, so this is a calendar. It's hot male supervillain erotica, and it started as a project. It's a lawsuit baiting project in which all your favorite supervillains are shown in various levels of undress. So we got Magneto showering in rivets. One of my favorites is Mr. October himself, Dr. Octopus. So it actually started as a friend's project. She wrote all these erotic love odes to various supervillains and asked if I'd illustrate them. And so I did a bunch, and I was like, this would make a perfect calendar. And so it's all very not copyright friendly, but hopefully it's a fun project with sort of like plays on. There are always so many female pinups that people are selling at shows, and I was like, well, what if we just had your favorite male supervillains in their underpants? So yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. But what else do you have on the go with your work here?
I got a lot of other stuff. So the Quarter Life Crisis, that book is the first of 4. So the idea is there are 4 different books within this series. So I'm finishing up the second book for Quarter Life Crisis. And I also have actually a kid's book called The Dead Kid Detective Agency about a girl and her 5 dead friends who solve mysteries. That's coming out with ECW Press in spring of next year. So I'm finishing up edits for that as well.
Good stuff. You know, I've always loved your work, you know, from what I got to look at, and you have great style. I love your story. It's original, it's unique, and you know, the fact that you're, taking the Canadian city of Toronto and really taking it to the next level, because I wouldn't expect that. I really wouldn't. But you've done a great job with it, and I love the fact that you have a great group of people at Sketchkrieg here. But once Fan Expo closes, once you pack up your books and you head home, you know, what are you personally going to take away from your experiences here?
I mean, part of the reason I largely come here because of the Artist Alley, which is where we all now. I mean, a lot of these are people whose works aren't widely available in stores, and you really discover really exciting new stuff that people are doing, largely self-published, and I just like really coming in and finding out stuff I haven't heard of yet, or finding new books of stuff that I saw last year. That's really the most exciting part, just the people you meet in the Artist Alley.
I wish you continued success with everything. I'll let you get back to your work here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your convention.
All right, thanks so much. I hope you have a great time at the show, too.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks.